Hello students, welcome to my class. We will discuss Chapter 9, Life of Nagas After Independence, Part 1. Nagaland is a mountainous state in the northeast of India bordering Myanmar. It is the home to diverse indigenous tribes with festivals and markets celebrating the different tribes' culture. Its capital city of Kohima suffered heavy fighting in the World War II. By the year 1892, the entire Naga region, excepting the Twensang area, was under the control of the British. The British rule brought an end to the massive bloodshed and inter-regional conflicts in the state. Restoration of peace in Nagaland. The restoration of peace in Nagaland is one of the most important segments of the history of Nagaland. It pertains to the efforts taken to restore peace and order in the state of Nagaland. Before and after independence, the Naga ethnic people and some extremists took part in a number of revolts demanding the separate identity of the state outside the administration of the Indian government. Finally, Nagaland was declared a separate and full-fledged state in the year 1963. After this declaration, a lot of initiative was being taken to resolve the existing political problems. A very significant name in this context is the Nagaland Baptist Church Convention, or the NBCC. In the third convention, the Nagaland Baptist Church Convention took the decision to usher in peace in the state. This convention was held between the 31st of January and the 2nd of February in the year 1964. At this convention, about 5,000 people belonging to the different Nagaland ethnic tribes were present. In this convention, the government was offered the suggestion to take the help of Mr. Shankar Deva, Mr. Jayaprakash Narayan, Mr. Michael Scott and Mr. Bimla Prasad Chalhiya. On the basis of this convention, the well-known Peace Mission was established. Today, Nagaland houses many socio-ethnic communities within its geographical premises. Next topic is economy of Nagaland. Nagaland is predominantly an agrarian economy with 71% of its population dependent on agriculture. Children here, agrarian means connected with farming or the use of land for farming. Major horticulture crops grown in the state includes banana, citrus, pineapple and potato. The water supply industry of Nagaland is another major segment of the state which contributes significantly towards the growth of economy. Livestock is another key economic factor of Nagaland, which includes fishery, animal husbandry, cattle rearing, piggery and poultry. Agriculture. Nagaland has basically an agricultural economy. Over 70% of the population is dependent on agriculture of Nagaland. The main crops grown in the state are rice, millet, maize and pulses. Cash crops like sugarcane and potato are also becoming popular. The local people of Nagaland earn their living by growing a number of crops in their fields. Since agriculture contributes significantly towards the economy of the state, the government of the state is taking major initiative to develop this particular field. From seed farm to irrigation project, the government is leaving no stone unturned to encourage the Nagaland agriculture. And the last topic is industry. The development industry in Nagaland has provided an impetus to the economic growth of the state. Nagaland supports several industries, and some of the well-known industries are bamboo-related industry like paper mill, plywood factory, etc. Cottage industry like spinning, weaving and cane work, etc. Sugar mills, oil factories. Apart from this, other industrial organization and manufacturing plants are Nagaland Pulp and Paper Company Limited, Pineapple Fiber Plant, Citronella Oil Industry, Fruit and Vegetable Processing Plant, and Mechanized Brick Plant. The economy of Nagaland has received a boost from the development of several industries. That's all in this video. Thank you for listening.